Welcome back. On to the big story of the day, and that has to be comments from the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. Sonal is here with that big story. Some interesting comments there from the Petroleum Minister. Higher valuations for these companies.
Yes, that's the biggest takeaway. And PSUs usually don't trade at premium valuations, and that's exactly what the Petroleum Minister spoke about as well. In his meeting with the analysts, he spoke about how they're pitching for higher valuation for PSU companies, and they are also talking about less interventions coming in terms of policy, and that is something which would focus more on profitability. It'll be more about EBITDA, capex quality and value unlocking as well. They also reaffirmed their stable energy pricing policy. This is something they've spoken about a lot of times, and they reaffirm that yes, prices will be stable going forward as well. On windfall taxes, they say their future policy does not have any windfall taxes on crude oil prices or crude oil producers and even refineries. This is not something which will be there even if prices are very volatile. They have also spoken about performance-linked incentive for the managements of these companies. They say managements will also get 15% remuneration, which is linked to profitability, which is related to shareholder returns versus profitability as well. So this will be in addition to that to ensure that shareholders also get higher returns. India's crude sourcing, of course, is focused on efficiency and economics. This is, of course, in relation to Russian crude sourcing, which has been a discount, but now that discount has also come off.
Yeah, discount has also come off. But, Sonal, the focal point of these OMCs has always been A, the dividend yield for them, and then the valuation. So what are the valuations currently projecting for these oil marketing companies?
Oh, yes, dividend yield definitely one of the reasons why shareholders look at these stocks, because in the past it has been around 7 to 8% for most of these names. But specifically about valuations, because that's what the minister spoke about, let's take a look. I have taken 5 stocks from this list, majorly OMCs, because that is where there has been a lot of fear as well. For OMGC, FY27 6.8, which is in line with its 5-year average. We have Indian Oil, which is higher than the 5-year average at 9.6 times. BPCL is lower than the 5-year average. The 5-year average was also higher because there were these talks of divestment of BPCL, and that is what drove the prices higher as well for this particular stock. For GAIL as well, it is higher. The tariff, upcoming tariff for the pipelines is something that the street is watching out for very closely. HPL as well, a lot happened there. Demerger of their lubricants business. They spoke about higher capacity additions as well, and that's why the FY27 earnings, or in terms of valuations, it is higher than the last 5-year average for this particular name. But if we talk about the Nifty Oil and Gas Index as a whole, the market capitalization here is 30.23 lakh crore rupees, and it is trading at a PE of 11.8 times, which is still, as a whole, 15 companies still on the lower side. It, of course, has some private companies as well. We have Castrol here, we have Gulf Oil here. So these stocks also considered under that, and they have seen a return of 15% over the last 10 years.
Interesting. Most of these names, barring BPCL, trading around or above their 5-year average. But the other buzzword in this is value unlocking. What kind of potential lies there?
Value unlocking has been on their agenda from the word goes. If we talk about previous announcements that the company or the ministry has made as well, first was on their pipeline InvITs. So both GAIL and IOCL both have pipelines. So they had spoken about some InvITs to come by. For GAIL, of course, it's the natural gas pipeline they are looking to monetize via InvITs, and IOCL to monetize crude oil and petroleum pipeline, because these are the major products there. For HPCL, of course, it was the demerger of their lubricants business, which could have listed later, but there's no idea on that one. Recently, GAIL spoke about demerger and listing of GAIL Gas as well, which is their city gas distribution arm. But generally also, none of these unlocking measures have materialized so far. And Jeffrey says that such spin-offs and demergers would definitely unlock value for shareholders. So this is something that the government should keep focusing on. This is something which will drive value.
Plenty of such proposals, but yet to see the light of the day. But Jeffrey's mentioning that could be positive as well. Sonal, thank you for putting that in the spotlight. And that was our big story of the day, the spotlight on the oil marketing companies doing very well for themselves in today's session, be it HPCL, BPCL, Indian Oil, MRPL is doing well for itself as well. So good going for a lot of these oil marketing companies. By the way, look at the fall on the mid-cap index now from the highs of the day, 550 points lower. The index too has now slipped below the 24,650 mark, 150 points off the highs of the day on the Nifty. The mid-cap index has turned negative. The Nifty has turned negative as well. absolutely no conviction or strength at higher levels. That intraday recovery that we had seen has been sold into very, very swiftly, and the principal contributor to that has been the Nifty Bank, and that was the contributor towards that 1,000-point rally as well that the Nifty had seen, and now instrumental in pulling the index lower as well. Take a short break. On the other side, it's our special segment Under the Lens, and the stock in focus in that is going to be IRM Energy. More on that on the other side.